previously on Edge to Edge, we were at Glencoe, but the weather wasn't playing too well. I will return to Glencoe in the future and hopefully grab the image that I came here for. We are now on our way to Lake District. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We have just arrived at Lake District. Got here about 25 minutes ago. Went into town, got some food, and now I'm down at Derwentwater. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. Sunset's probably about another 25-30 minutes. It's probably not going to be a great sunset, but I'm here. It is absolutely amazing. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be right here, probably about 6:30 a.m. to catch sunrise. Hopefully I'm looking for like a mist of some sort on the actual Derwentwater itself, but I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. I need to check that out, but I'm here. Drove down from Glencoe today, about 4.5 hour, 5 hour drive out of Scotland. I'm here. So let's get on with today's video. Mega Drive. Mega Drive. Morning guys. We've just got up. Just woken up. Dog's just going for a walk. Quite clear out. There's no real clouds out. Sun's not up just yet, so it might be quite good actually. Alright guys, I've just got down literally just in the nick of time. Dog's walking around like a nutter. We haven't got much time. And I'm gonna... Megatron, right there. Come on, out the way. Dog's right in the way. We're down at Derwentwater right now with this fantastic atmosphere of the mist on the lake. I was actually meant to be going up towards the Centenary Stones, which is like north of here, but I couldn't walk past this and set up. So let's crack on with this and then push up towards the Centenary Stones before we lose this amazing light. Alright, I've just moved again because there's a few rocks in the foreground that I didn't like, so I'm going to grab I don't think I even need filters for this one. The light's so soft. Light's changing so quick. I could have been being down a little bit earlier. Put that away in my pocket. Oh, my hands. Oh. This is probably be quite a quick one because I don't want much time. So change my aspect ratio back to 4.3. I am recording now. Yeah. So I only woke up about 10 minutes ago and just had the urge to quickly run down to the water. So I hiked through the wood and just was rewarded with this magnificent view. Looks absolutely amazing. So let's take one and then have a look. Like a punch in then. Oh, I should have put my other jacket. I don't think I'm going to get much better than that with the light. The sun's coming up from behind me, so that's why they got this golden light on these hills here. But it seems to be that shadow is getting bigger and bigger. That one's staying in full sun. So there must be a mountain behind me that's casting a shadow on this. So I'm probably going to push up the lake now. I'm at Derwentwater right now. So let's push up towards the Centenary Stones and get some of this atmospheric mist that's on the lake right now. It looks amazing. Try and capture some of that. So let me pack up and move upstream. I want to try and incorporate some of the mist there in with the stones as a foreground. But also I'd like to shoot, if I can, shut down it, some of that background if I can get it in. If not, I'll just leave it. I'm going to see what it looks right now. I'm just going to frame up. So I'm going to put this camera on its tripod and then start seeing what kind of composition I want to go for. So I think I'm going to go for that kind of a composition from about this kind of height. You get the stones as a foreground, the lake Derwentwater in the background. I think I'm going to go for that for now. That looks alright at the minute, but it's looking a bit flat. There's a lot of mist rolling in from the fields at the minute. So if I stand in the water here, shoot that way, that's my starting point. So I've now come to the left. I'm going to take this shot and then show you guys what it looks like. I have to put a filter on, I think. It looks quite boring at the minute. Let's take that and I'll show you guys. So I put that up. There's tons of chemtrails in the sky right now. Let me put some filters on. So let's chuck on this. This is a 77mm Lee filter ring, adapter ring. I've got mud all over my hands, covered in it. And then let's work out what highlights differences so that I put the right filter on. Oh gee. So let's take a reading. I'm at f8, 100 ISO. Let's look at that little fluffy cloud. 320. Memory select average. On. Let's have a look at the dark shadow, not really the shadow, top of that mountain. Getting 1.62. 1.9, 1.6, so I'll round it up. I put a 2-stop filter on. That'll bring down the highlights. Where's the 0.6? There it is. So 0.6 grad for Lee is 2 stops. So this is a 2-stop soft grad going in. So I'll just insert it just to get it going, and then I'll get round. Camera's gone to sleep. And then I'll just put it down where I think I need it, about there. There's chemtrails everywhere. Don't like the chemtrails. Might have to pull back a smidge. Refocus. Get a hint of stones. Not completely liking it. It's not as nice as the one we just took a minute ago. Doesn't have that same kind of feel, especially with the chemtrails going through. It doesn't look natural. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 up. 11. 12 chemtrails going through. That's annoying. This mist is really, really nice. I don't even need to use my mist kit for this. The sun still hasn't really properly come up over that hill there, so I've probably got quite a bit more time left. It's coming down. The shadow's really, really extending down now on this hill. So this should all start opening up, but then we're going to be pounded by the hot sun. Hot, when I say hot, I mean bright light. It's not hot out. But I haven't even seen a person since yesterday. I don't think I saw anyone yesterday. It's just me and the dog. Right, I think that's it, guys. I'm not going to get much more than that out of it. Otherwise I'm just standing there taking a multitude of images. Then I'm going to head into town, because there's a few camping shops inside the town that I would like to check out. Tonight I think I'm going to try and get to Fell Jetty. It's a bit of a hike. I've got to drive around Derwentwater on the north side. It's literally pretty much parallel to where I am right now, but it's behind this woodland I've got here. And hopefully the sun will do its thing throughout the day. There's no point in coming out in the day. It'll be setting somewhere over there. This should all be pinkish, I guess, if there's any clouds out, if there's any interest. And then I'll be over on Fell Jetty from over there. So that's what I'll be doing later on today. So let's go into town, grab some food, try and warm up a little bit, check out the shops, and then crack on with the day. Let's go. I'm going to slowly pack up now. So, I'm currently on my way down to Derwentwater, the other side now. I'm on the west side now of Derwentwater to go down to Hawes. I think it's called Hawes End Jetty. Now I visited Hawes End Jetty, I think it was January or February of 2017. It was okay, it was a bit overcast, it wasn't great. I didn't have the GFX thing because it hadn't even come out yet. So it'd be good actually to go back and recapture what I tried to capture back then. But this is what today looks like. Can you see? Can't really see. So this is the other side now. This is the west side of Derwentwater. Still looks amazing. The light's really, really good right now. I've got about 25 to 30 minute hike just down to the actual jetty itself. It's not actually the parking. It says there's a Cat Bell's car park somewhere down there, but you don't actually park there. Well, I don't park there. But this is what it's like when you get to this little U-bend here. What you can see. Just go straight up, basically, and then you should be all good. So let's go down to Hawes End Jetty and see what it's like. See if my bag's gonna fit through here. Yes. This is it. This is Hawes End Jetty. Let's get set up. It's tiny. This is it. Just this little jetty. Let's go up to the edge. This is it, guys. Hawes End Jetty. Amazing. Looks completely different to when I was here in January, February. What I'm planning, look at the light here. It's all golden at the minute. It's really, really nice light. But I'm hoping that light reaches round to the jetty, because I don't want over there to look all golden and nice and this look really flat. So I don't know yet how the light is going to move around and touch this. Maybe the morning, this is like sunset, so maybe morning would be better to come here to illuminate this light, but then you're going to have obviously sunlight shining straight through into the camera, which is obviously isn't ideal. So I'll play around. I'm here again tomorrow morning, so I can always come back in the morning potentially if I don't get the shot today. But I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to see how the light goes. I've got about an hour or so before sunset, or official sunset, but I've obviously got a bank of trees here that's obviously going to affect the light. So sunset will probably be a bit earlier here. But my main focus is to try and get that, obviously the golden light there if we can. Detail in the clouds, that should obviously go pink, hopefully. That's pretty much it. So I've got about an hour now just to set up and wait, read the light, watch the light, and go from there. So let's crack on with that and do that right now. Just set up my camera on this jetty. As you can see, the light is going pretty quick. As you can see, like the sun is just behind you here. You obviously can't see it. This keeps going in and out of shade. I'm waiting for the sky to turn. There's a bit of interest. I'd like a few more clouds. There's a big chunk of cloud there coming in. A whole load of crap coming in from that right hand side, but I don't know which way it's going to go because it's such a small ecosystem. It's got its own ecosystem of weather. So I don't know if that one's coming in or if that one's coming in. So I'm going to take one exposure right now and just show you what I've got, just a bare bones shot. So this is what I've got right now. So I've already pre-focused. I've got no filters on. I've done ambient meter reading, and I've got an ambient meter reading of, this thing keeps steaming up. I've got a meter reading of 25. So I've locked off my shot, everything's done up. I'm going to take this one exposure, 2-second timer. This should be quite quick. Obviously the jetty's, it's not moving, but it's not exactly fixed. So let me put that image up and you guys can see that. That's quite boring. It looks really, really boring. So check that out. But, you know, we can work on that. We can make that better. We can always make things better. So let's have a look and make sure I'm focused. Always good to check. Yeah, that looks really nice actually. I mean, that's all right. That's just a 4.3 aspect ratio, standard shot. You could say, yeah, good stuff. That's, go on if you really wanted to. But we can always make this image, can always make images a lot better. So I've already pre-leveled. my pre-leveled the tripod legs. Really important. This tripod I'm currently using has a level built into the top of it. Obviously you can always use your electronic level, but if you're going to do a pano, when obviously if your legs weren't level and you start panning left to right, obviously your image would be a little bit pissed. So let's now add some filters. Let me spin this little puppy around because I'm on a very narrow deck right now. I've got my filter kit here. What's this, a 77 mil lens adapter. Oh, nearly dropped it. That would have been a good start. So I'm winding that puppy on. So I don't know if I'm going to use this yet. I mean, I want to add a bit of motion. I want to try and smooth out the water if I can. And I've already got the ambient meter reading, so I might have to open up a little as it gets a bit darker. So let's get down to f8, ISO 100. I want to add a bit of motion. Okay, there's a lot of ducks. I want to add some motion within the water, so I'm now going to go. So from the highlights to the water is now 1.5, 1.6. So I know that my polarizing filter is about 1.2, 1.3 stops. That will remove 1.3 to 1.4 stops of light. So I'm actually going to add that on right now. So I can wind that down. That's now going to allow for this variable ND that I've just added. And you can obviously turn it and you can see the effect on your back of your LCD, what it's actually doing to the image. So you can just see it cuts the glare of the water. Quite a considerable amount actually. So it's a matter of just playing around with the effect. So I'm now going to grab a 0.9, where is it gone? Is that a 0.9? 0.9 soft grad, which is obviously going to be 3 stops. This is to reduce the highlights in the sky. Slot that into there, and obviously you can then see what it does on your back of your screen. Quite simply. Bam. So now let's take this image and see what this looks like. So this is going to be, so I've got a circular polarizer on the front, variable. And I've turned it right round to cut all the glare on the water, and then a 0.9 soft grad. Let's see what this now looks like. Once I get to what I want, let's put that up. Once I get what I want look-wise, I'll then start taking a pano and gathering more data. So let's now check that out. See, that looks completely different to that one now. I like that. That's quite nice, I like that. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's my shot built up. I've literally just got to wait now for the sun to set a little bit more. Hopefully it shines a bit more light on this hill we have here. Because it's looking quite flat, but I don't know if we're going to get much more light. So what I can do is just sit here and wait, watch the light. Hopefully a few more clouds roll in behind the scene, and then literally take a few shots left and right, maybe 3 or 4, and stitch them together and make a massive pano. I'm hoping that lot over there rolls in just in enough time. But looking at where it is and how much light we've got left, I'm going to be hiking back in the dark at the minute. Obviously with my head torch and stuff, but that's still a nice image. Not much going on in the sky. It looks completely different to as and when I was here before. But yeah, let's have a look at that. That's nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just messing around with different focal lengths. I'm currently at 46 mil. It's quite tight actually, to be fair. But again, so lucky again to have this whole place to myself. Feel very privileged to be here alone. But the sun does rise. So look, the sun rises just behind that hill there. Obviously then sets behind Cat Bells just here. So just bear that in mind if you are coming. Obviously if you're coming at midday, the sun is going to be over here. And then obviously all that would be very high contrast light. Depends what you want. But any time you come down here, you can get a great image. Let's just say that. There's a lot of bugs and a lot of flies. It's a shame that light is now flat on the hill. I could come back in the morning. I potentially might come back in the morning. I could hang around. Should I hang around? Do I want to hang around? Don't know. I might give it another 15 to 20 more minutes. There's a big set of clouds rolling here because this interest here behind this is pretty boring. Right, so guys, I have just taken another image because the sun, I need to get that sharp at the back. Sun just popped out a little bit. So I'm taking a quick image, checking the focus. The sun just literally splashed a little bit of light on the hills in the background. So all I'm really waiting for now is the sky to sort itself out. I just need a couple of clouds. It's just so simple. There's literally, just off camera, you can't really see, there's literally like a bank of clouds there. I want them clouds there to give it a bit of interest. It's just too bland at the minute. It looks boring in my personal opinion. But I don't think they're going to get there in time. They seem to be just staying there, just hanging around. If I don't get the clouds, then I don't get the image. Simple as that. I'll have to come back another time. And there's a bit more going on. It's so still at the minute. The water's really, really quiet, really, really still. I'm just going to have to come back another time. But that's the beauty of it. Come back to the same spot over and over and over again. It's different times, different locations, different times of the year even. And hoping to get that magical shot. There's no emotion in this shot right now for me. It's just so bland. But, you know, some people might like it. I want a bit more interest personally. But I don't think I'm going to get it today. Alright guys, that is it from Hawes and Jetty. I'm truly grateful to be down here on my own right now. It's been a fantastic day here in Lake District in Derwentwater. We are now heading south now down to Peak District. So I'm going to pack up my gear, hike it back down to the van, wherever the van is, in the car park, Cat Bell's car park, and then head down south. Let's go. Right guys, I just want to highlight something. This is exactly where I stood yesterday morning from 5 AM. This is where I came down, and look at the difference now. So I just want to highlight a very simple point. Don't take each moment for granted. Every moment is individual in that moment. Obviously the light is obviously completely different in that moment. Always, if you can, carry a decent camera, even if it's just your phone. Capture that image. If I had stayed in bed yesterday morning, not come down, I would have missed this shot. I mean, look at it now, it looks absolutely flat and dead. Yeah, so I'm now heading down to Peak District to finish up this mammoth of a trip. It's been an amazing week, travelling down from Inverness. So let's crack on. But yeah, as you can see, if I hadn't come out yesterday morning, this is what I would have been left with, and as you can see, it's not ideal, it's not great, it's pretty flat. So take every opportunity as you see it, as it comes. Every moment is as important as the next moment. We're not promised tomorrow. The past is the past, the future isn't even present yet. You've only got this one moment right now that you're guaranteed as a human being on earth. This one moment here, this is all we have right now, is this one moment. So let's do more, let's create more, let's get out and take more photos. Let's go. It's very dim out, it's not that bright out. I don't need to put a big stopper on or anything like that on. It just doesn't warrant it. So let's now take this image and I'll put this up.